What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Doggy Cat back with another Hypixel Skyblock episode, and in today's episode we are going to be discussing the combat collection. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do these in like order of the islands they are in, not necessarily in order of how they come in the menu. So I skipped mining because it's like a really big collection. I will probably do all the rest of the collections and then come back to mining because it is the biggest one. And I mean, it's not super difficult to explain, but it is harder to explain. So let's start with zombies. So if you come over here, you'll be greeted by the graveyard, and this is where you can kill zombies for the Rotten Flesh collection. So the Rotten Flesh collection can give you zombie minion, zombie pickaxe, which, yeah, it's not super helpful. Smite, enchanted rotten flesh, which will be useful. Zombie hat. The combat sack is decent, but not necessary. Now, zombie's heart, this is very important because it doubles your mending and vitality while wearing, so that's like insanely useful. We have a zombie sword, which you're also going to want to get because it just insta heals you, and you need 2 zombie hearts for it. So it's a little bit painful to get because the zombie hearts cost so much, 4 stacks, but you will definitely be thankful for it because zombie hearts are just overpowered. And then we have all the zombie armor. Not really that good, to be honest. We have the mystery zombie pet, which I haven't made one. I don't know if it's good. Its stats don't look that good, to be honest. So yeah, and then of course you have the large enchanted sack. So that's how you get rotten flesh. Now, the other thing that you can get from the hub is bones. Wait a second. There's wolves over here, and I don't remember what wolves actually drop. What do you guys actually drop? I don't know. If you want to die, then you can die. I have a combat sack because I had the resources for it. So currently it has 5 bones. If I come kill this guy, I should have more. Yeah. Okay, so you can get bones from these wolves, but honestly, I suggest you just kill the skeletons, which are in the next area that we're going to, which is the spider's den. If I make it over here, there you go. So you go to the back of the graveyard, you can get to the spider's den. I kind of did discuss this earlier. And basically you just come up this hill, and there's skeletons that spawn around these fossils and stuff. And so you can just kill these to get bones. So bone collection is actually useful for one reason. So you have the skeleton minion, bone meal trade, enchanted bone meal trade, power 4, skeleton hat, enchanted bone. This is the one reason that the bone collection is really useful, because this is like the best archer pet in the game, as far as I know. So yeah, that's why that's useful. You have a hurricane bone, which doesn't help you it's not that good. And skeleton helmet, Runan's bow. I've seen some people use this in dungeons. I don't feel like it's super useful, but maybe it is. I don't know. And then enchanted bone block, which do not make these. Like, there's a few later on, like way further on, recipes that need them, but you can't sell them on, like you can't sell them to a villager. I'm sure you can sell them in the bazaar, but if you're doing Iron Man, just don't make these until you absolutely have to. So that's how you get the skeleton collection. Now let's go back to the entrance of the spider's den, which is right over here. So you can go this way and you can start killing spiders, or you can come back over this way, but instead you turn left and you go down here and you can start killing spiders. And so basically spiders have two collections. They have string and spider eyes. Spider eyes I don't think is useful. You get a spider sword, spider hat, some books. Oh yeah, okay, so I guess it is useful. So you'll need enchanted fermented spider eye in order to make the mystical soup from the mushrooms that I discussed. You'll need the... Wait, no you won't, never mind, cancel that, don't listen to me. I'm supposed to be teaching you guys and I'm saying don't listen to me. That's great. But yeah, I don't think leaping sword, I mean, it's decent, I would say, but it's so expensive that it's just not worth it. And then of course we have the string collection here as well, which you need to upgrade this fully because it'll like get your quiver all upgraded and stuff, which just allows you to have more arrows. And then I do advise making a grappling hook because it's so cheap. It's not like necessary, but it's just cool and it's super cheap. The spider boots, I don't see why these are useful. If you want them, you can have them, but I don't see why they're useful. And then spider pet. Apparently this is a decent pet for like berserker in dungeons, but I'm pretty sure the wither skeleton pet is better, which I will tell you about that when the mining video comes out. So that is not everything in the spider's den, but right now I can't show you the other one, but I'll just explain it. So in this area at certain times it'll be like raining. I know there's like specific times, I don't remember where they are, but then you'll run into like rain slimes, which they're really annoying to kill and you don't get very many slime balls from them. That's why this collection is like not high whatsoever. You have a knockback potion, which is like cool, not super useful but cool. Punch bow. Launch pad actually seems to be really cool, but it's like really expensive and slime balls are almost impossible to get, so that's great. And then you have the slime bow, which I don't see the point in this. It only does extra damage to magma cubes and slimes. It really does not seem worth it. Now I will say slime ball, like slime minions are like the best minions to have in order to get you money, because if you give them an enchanted hopper and corrupt soil and like any fuel, then they'll make you, if you give them an enchanted lava bucket, which is 25%, they'll make you like 100 to 150k a day. It's been nerfed. It used to be like 250 to 300k, but still it's the best way to collect resources as far as I know. Best way to collect money as far as I know with minions. Okay, so we did these four and we did this one. I'm gonna go to the end to show you the Ender Pearl collection, and then I will go to the Crimson Isles, which should have the rest of the collections. So here's the end, like far side of the spider's den, and you come over here and there's Endermen everywhere. It's the end, or the Skyblock version of the end. So Ender Pearl collection, you got the minion, the enchanted Ender Pearls, the small dragon sack, Ender bow, which, yeah, we just don't even talk about it, it's that bad. Medium dragon sack. You do have the teleport pad trades, which are, well, they used to be useful because you could like AFK farming that way, but now you can't place them on your garden, you can only place them on your island. So yeah, that's fun. And then Aspect of the End, which is like really useful because you can teleport with it. I still use it today. And This item is just super expensive. I don't see the point in it. So yeah, that's Enderman collection. Now let's go back and go to the Crimson Isle, which you need combat level 25 to access the Crimson Isle. So it's like not something you do early game, and it's not something you're gonna want to do early game because, let me say, the mobs are very powerful, like extremely powerful. So yeah, so opposite side as the portal, we come over here and we get the Crimson Isle. Okay, so let's see, I guess we'll just do it from the first one and go over. So blaze rod, so you go forward and then, where is it at? I think it's through this hallway and then up these stairs. And here are some blazes, so you can kill those for blaze rod collection. You just need you just need 50 to unlock the blaze minion, but you need more in order to actually make the blaze minion. I think you need like 60 or something to actually make the blaze minion, or 80. So yeah, basically you're just gonna want to make a blaze minion and let it AFK because you don't want to try to kill the blazes unless you can one-shot them. And so there's this blaze belt, which is like, it's a decent belt, I think. And then of course you are going to want a fire talisman because it makes it so you can't take damage from fire. And then there's blaze wax, which I don't really know why you would put this on equipment, but if you wanted to, you could. I think it works with like any equipment. So like this blaze belt, you could put it on that and it would work. And then you have all of this blaze armor, which will be useful, it's kind of useful, but you need to make it into frozen blaze armor, which you do through the ice collection, so I'll explain that when I get to the mining section. And then you have this vanquish blaze belt, which you use the original blaze belt. And so yeah, this is better than the blaze belt, but it's also super expensive, so yeah. And then we have the mystery blaze pet, which is like really good if you're using frozen blaze and not super good if you're using like any other armor set, and it's super expensive as well. So yeah, that's blaze rod collection. Let's see what is next. Okay, so ghast tier is next. I think ghasts are spawned at the moment. So they only spawn at nighttime from I think 12 to 5 in one particular area, which I'm going to try. It's basically you just have to go straight and then just keep going straight, but there's a giant volcano in the way, so you have to go around the giant volcano. And make sure you don't get stabbed by any angry mushrooms like that. That would be the part where I'm getting stabbed by angry mushrooms. And then you just keep going straight from like the entrance. You'll make it up to this area, and then oh, I think I heard a ghast. Yeah, so the ghasts will spawn around this skull thing, and you just have to kill them or try to loot share, which means that you have to do at least 5% of damage to them and be within 10 blocks of them in order to get a loot share. So that's how I got all of my ghast tiers, is I just loot shared them all, because the ghasts have like 2 million health or something, so I'm not doing that. So you have the ghast minions, book, the ghast cloak, which I think is useful, I believe. And then of course there's a silver fang, which doesn't really, apparently it transfers to the rift. I did not know that. I did not know that stuff actually transferred to the rift. You have a meteor shard, which just gives you extra defense when you combine it with equipment. And then you have the vanquish ghast cloak, which is like the useful version of the ghast cloak. and I really don't know how you get nether stars. I'm gonna have to figure that out, and then I'll probably forget to say it in the next episode. So gunpowder is a tricky one. Yeah, I'll explain it in a little bit, because you have to go a certain place to get there, so that's cool. And then magma cream, I'm assuming you guys already saw the magma cubes. They're like just outside the entrance, and you just kill them to get magma cream. I almost got one shot by that ghast, remember? And so here, let me go back. Oh great, there's mage guys, they don't like me. Okay, we're good. And so yeah, the entrance is right over there. You just go either way. I normally go this way. And then these guys only have 1,000,000 health, so you stab them, or you use a Hyperion like this guy, and you get the magma cream, which I don't know if there's anything good in the collection, because I haven't really leveled it up. There's the magma cube minion, there's a book, nether biome stick, magma necklace. Cool. I'm assuming, there's a lava talisman, which provides immunity against lava, so I guess that's kind of useful. And then of course there's searing stone, which adds which adds strengthened to equipment, which I guess just gives you strength, so that's cool. And then you have the upgraded version, which is the vanquished magma necklace, and you have whipped magma cream. I don't know if that's useful for anything, but I'm assuming it's not. And so one other thing that's you kind of get from here, but I don't have it unlocked, is this chili pepper. And basically how you get a chili pepper is you get it from a inferno minion. I'm gonna try to make this as basic as possible. So you get a chili pepper, you have like a 1 in 156 chance of getting a chili pepper from an inferno minion when you're using like the best fuel for the inferno minion. And how you get an inferno minion is you have to get to Blaze Slayer level 3, which I haven't done Blaze Slayer at all on this account, and I haven't done it at all on my other account, which has like way better gear than this, because I think it's too difficult. So haven't actually tested it, but I probably need to test it and see how it goes. But yeah, that's how you get the chili pepper. Now, how you get the gunpowder is a little bit more tricky. So let me go to the deep caverns, and we're on the top level of the deep caverns, and there's these mobs. They're called sneaky creepers. Let me show you the bestiary. Oh, I can spell. So where's it at? Deep caverns. There it is. So sneaky creepers. So basically, they're literally just they're sneaky creepers. They're invisible until they like start to blow up. So once they aggro on you, you need like your sounds really high, and then you can stab them. I think I was able to make one of the minions. I just haven't placed it down yet. But basically, that's how you get gunpowder. And let's see, is there anything good in this? I think there was one thing. The creeper pants are not super useful. And then the explosive bow is also not super useful. So yeah, see, so there you go. There's an example of a sneaky creeper. You just go around until they find you, and then you stab them and get free gunpowder. So I think that is it for this collection. Yep, looks pretty good. Wow, I failed miserably to type. Okay, let me go back to my island. Maybe, thank you. And so, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. and I will see you in the next one. Bye.